Right, well, we've done some English meadows. I love painting them in acrylic. Don't think I'd like to go back to doing them in watercolour, but I'm going to do another mountain scene because I like them too. They all end up differently. I'm not working from anything. With the meadows, well, if you looked at my last little short video around the studio, out of my windows, you'll see where there are not many meadows around here. We're sort of from the edge of countryside really, but London, around London, is very built up, even though some of it's quite manicured. Went out on the bike ride this morning with the old men and had a nice time. It's beautiful weather at the moment in the UK. Sort of it's an Indian summer for some reason. It's not really that warm, but it's in the mid-60s, which is, for this time of year, is pretty nice. So I've got my Fabriano. It's £130, and when these watercolours don't work, you can always use acrylic or oil and go over them when they dry, of course. So this is on the back of a failed one that I filmed but I didn't publish because it just wasn't good enough. So I'll just give this a bit of a wet. It's almost 90-degree angle, so we're painting upright. All the paint will move down. So this is a case of not really knowing what to do. The thing with acrylic is that you can change things very quickly. Watercolour you can't. Once it's on, it's on. But acrylic you can start off painting knowing that you're going to change everything. No attempts at making a finished painting straight off, but with watercolour, of course, or wet in wet, we're just warming up the sky. You can always use some gouache, but keep it separate from your main palette. The gouache will make all the other colours opaque, so it's very good. You can use it to lift passages, so you can to a certain extent change, but then it's not a strict watercolour, it becomes a mixed media. Bear that in mind. Right, now we'll put a bit of a sky. Let's try and make a bit of drama. So a bit of blue, a bit of grey, a bit of alizarin, and just preserve the light in the middle. This all dries much lighter, but we'll get some cloudy stuff in there as well. So just a deeper mix of those two colours. When the paint paper's this wet, you can do what you like with it. It's now I never really lift out with a tissue. Stephen does it very well, but not me. But at the moment, I used to. Okay, let's put a bit of light red in there, in that mix, just to add a bit of warmth. Let's see what happens to that. Just reclip the paper. Nice and tight. No need to stretch your paper first. Oops. But these clips are very strong. Okay. Right, well that's wet, we'll put in a bit of mountain distance. Oh, let's just come up here. A bit darker. Come down there. Nice and warm in there. Bit of sienna. And I don't really tire of painting these sort of paintings. Let's just you can get all sort of mystery in them. I'm going to put a peach in. All the way across here. And we'll go in for some nice dark now. Nice thick paint. You can edge out, which I will do with a card. A bit of sienna in there. Oops. Very thick, sounds a little peachy. Some rich colour in this, so we can put some rocks in. It just adds a bit of texture to the affair. And a bit of Payne's grey, a bit of burnt sienna. I might go back to acrylic in the morning. This is just a sort of time filler really. Bit of lemon yellow. Let's just add some bit of sparkle down here. Let's the card. Oh, I've got my tea. Never do a painting without a cup of tea. Right, I just need to reclip that. Now it's perfectly flat now. So let's just put along here just to add some I know this is not much of a painting. It's really, as I say, it's a filler because I didn't know what to paint, but I wanted to paint something. Little outcrops. I'll put in a bit of vegetation on this, and nothing here, it's just a mess of nothing really. And let's just etch in those dark bits there, they just cry out for something. Rocky shore and a rocky shore. I'd probably call one. Finding titles for these things is almost as difficult as actually finding subjects to paint. And okay, that's a little bit there. Right, I'm going to put a bit of detail on this nearer one, so a bit of lemon yellow. Everything's drying quite quickly today. Different from last year, you see, it was pouring with rain. So lemon yellow, burnt sienna and Payne's grey. Got a sort of a nice dark green here. Now that's dry brushing nicely now. Now I'll put a bit of tree colour. It's coming down there. And we'll have a bit sticking up the top there. I'll put a little bit of detail on there. Okay, and we'll do some on that side. That needs to be blue. Or bluish. A bit of dark in there. They're too dark. So I'll just scrape that out a little bit. Put a little lighter colour there. So just a bit of blue. Just trying to give a bit of distance to that. Okay, now that just needs something. In there. Bit of a focal point. But essentially this is turning into quite a sombre Lake District type of scene. Got these hills just about show there. I could put some snow on the top of those, which would be quite easy to do, but no, I won't. I'll resist the temptation. Right, I want just a bit of dry brush across here. Okay, and with a bit of gouache, white, I'll just drop it on my table, just a tiny little bit, and then just put in some little boats. Just show a little bit going on. Give it a little bit of scale as well. To knock some of that out a little bit. Oh, I've got to put a bit of a rock in that water there. So let's just knock it out a bit more. So I'm nautical, can't you? And put a little man. Remember Frank Clark's Carrots? Right, just showing there. That boat looks more like a ladle, so let's make it a bit longer. Right, that's not much better. Right, I'll sign it, put it in a mount, we'll have a look at this, what it's like. And remember, this is just a time filler, it's not planned or anything. Right. Everything's enough, it's a bird. Ah, well I could. Make sure my hand's clean. Right, okay, that's those. I want to put a little bit of shadow of reflection in there. Right, okay, that'll do. See what's right. And the blue mount. What else? Right. Let's anchor that up there. Well, there we are. We've got the sort of painting, haven't we? Doesn't look too bad on the screen. Okay, let's zoom in. I know it's a bit of a comfort zone, but look, we've got some mystery in there. Completely unpredictable how that's going to end up. Wet in wet. But I'm not unhappy with that. I hope you like it. See, we've got the light behind the mountains now. We've covered most of it here, but it's just shining through. A bit right there. But just have a go. Just doodle things. That is a doodle, really. It's just having fun with the brush and seeing what happens. You get happy accidents, and well, I could have put more in the foreground here, but I'm happy with that. It's quite a lonely sort of painting, but there's light and dark in it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.